Good evening, divisions all over the world. My name is emmanuelmdiniswa. I am going to do my second broadcast of the day. Today is the 20th of September 2018, 2200 hours South African time. I wish to welcome everybody, whoever is listening to me right now, throughout the rest of the globe. Especially this presentation or broadcast is intended for members of the Billion Coin in the international arena. Today I've got one more topic which I would love to share with the rest of the community in the universe of TBC. It is because we have got a task, all of us, to work together, because the mission of the Billion Coin is clear to everyone. We have to actually work together in building the community towards the ultimate prize of 1 billion members in the TPC community. Today, I have said earlier that there's a huge demand, seeing that there's a huge demand from the masses, particularly members of the Billion Coin throughout the world. People have got this pressure or mindset of utilizing the currency, TPC currency, without actually following the system. It will make things much difficult. So today I want to go to one of the blogs here. I want to share with you what's going on. I'm sorry. I want to go and share something with you here so that we are on the same page. We have to. All right, let me go to my screen sharing first. Let me go to my screen sharing. Just hold on for me. What's going on? Okay. I want to go to this topic here. I hope you can see it. Sponsoring merchants. Sponsoring merchants does offer the TPC community the shortest path towards our objective. The reason why I want to share this blog with you this evening, it is because there's a huge demand on using TPC as a living currency. But then when you look, the time is not yet ripe, because we still have got only about 3 million members who have registered in the Billion Coin. So we still have got a long way to go. So when I read this blog, I realized that it is going to be an alternative if we are all going to to learn how to use it. It is called the Massive Growth Campaign. For instance, I love this red block where it shows that if every one of us can actually register 10 people into his or her team and also duplicate the same action to the rest of the communities, this red block will actually, it makes sense. It will actually make things work faster because you cannot do anything before reaching the ultimate price. Remember, our billion coin is a private, decentralized cryptocurrency, which is attached to the membership growth. Unlike other cryptocurrencies are attached to the laws of supply and demand. They are market-based. TPC is not market-based. The only thing which will make TPC alive is the membership growth. So when I looked at this massive growth campaign, which admin is actually teaching us, I thought it a better idea for me to share with you this evening. Let me read as from the blog itself. It says reaching our objective of 1 billion members has always been within the reach since reaching our objective of 1 billion members has always been within reach since the idea of TPC was conceived. The only question is, how fast can we reach that number? Humanity needs to upgrade what it uses as a medium of exchange for goods and services. You see, humanity needs, let me just highlight here, needs to upgrade what it uses as a medium of exchange. What does this mean? Humanity always, they are looking for a much better means of exchange because due to inflation laws, currencies throughout the world, fiat currencies throughout the world, people are being affected by taxes, by the rise of petrol and so forth. So they will always be in search of a better currency, of which TPC will be a very good alternative in this case. So humanity needs to upgrade what it uses as a medium of exchange for goods and services. The current system where a few have so much power over everyone else has proven over and over again that the few cannot be trusted with such power. Study the comparison below to see what I mean. Now, our admin has designed this comparison here for us to actually have a clear understanding the difference between the cryptocurrency and the common fiat currency, which is the money which we use. It says common sense. Have you noticed the whole world is rethinking the nature of money? It goes to say, what type of money do you want? On my left-hand side, this is the fiat currency. The notes, the bank notes, money created by banks and controlled by the government, or money of the people and managed by a trustworthy community of people. It goes on to say, which type of money do you need? Do you need the money which is designed to enslave humanity, or you need the money designed to free humanity? Number 3, do you need thousands of years of proof that corruption takes over its use, or you need money that inhibits corruption? Especially when you read the news nowadays, throughout the whole world, a few people get corrupt. They start using the money it is easy to use this fiat currency money because it is easily accessible only by those who are in authority or who can do that. But with our cryptocurrency, because you are using the blockchain, our money is always kept in a safe place. So there is no any easy penetration or any easy corruption which can take place throughout because we are using this blockchain system. And do you need the money which is built on the principle of scarcity? Because this money that we are using automatically, it was designed to satisfy a few families or a few individuals. And yet, on the other side, cryptocurrency is built on the principle of abundance. And it goes on to say, lacks transparency. And yet, our cryptocurrency is very transparent. You can see all the transactions throughout the blockchain. You can go back and check. You understand? And the source of perpetual poverty of the masses. This current money is the source of perpetual poverty of the masses throughout the globe. And TPC and the other TPC as a cryptocurrency will end global poverty because that is the main mission of TPC. Also, do you need the money which enables rule by force? Or you need the money not used as a form of rule to the people? These are all the comparisons here which our admin has actually designed it for us. Do you need money which is very expensive, or you need the money which is very economical? Do you also need the money which has got a tendency towards slow moving circulation, or the money that promotes fast moving circulation? Again, it goes, systems are too complicated for average people to understand. Or you need the money with the system is so simple for average people to understand. So these are the general comparison between the fiat currency and the cryptocurrency, which I would love us to keep on reading these comparisons time and again so that we will be able to advocate for money for the people, which is the cryptocurrency, which is TPC in this case. And it goes on to say, let us go through the block. Out of all the alternative cryptocurrencies in the world today, TPC is the only one completely free of the banking manipulation and the force of government. Because as I said, TPC is a private, decentralized cryptocurrency. TPC has already created abundance within a world that has only known scarcity. TPC is the clear choice moving forward. We have had our trials and have a pattern of overcoming them. And we are stronger now than we have ever been. It's time to speed up the growth within the TPC community. Merchants can play a key role in speeding up community growth. That is what the admin now is trying to show us a better alternative because of this wild cry of when we're going to exchange. So merchants can play a very key role in speeding up community growth, but not in the way you may be thinking they will. Too many of you in the TPC community only see what a merchant can do for you. You want more merchants to accept TPC stroke Kringless for payment. You want merchants to accept 100% in TPC Kringless for their goods and services. My dear friends, those are not reasonable expectations. Don't you see that merchants are smart people? Merchants operate their businesses on revolving cash flow, such as stocking their shelves with products they know will be sold. And when those products do sell, then they keep on a portion of that revenue generated as profit and pay themselves as their means of living. And the majority of that revenue is used to restock the store shelves. Realistically, can merchants restock today only using TPC as payment? Of course not. That is why we need to get 1 billion members. You see, we need to get 1 billion members registered. By that time, TPC will be so widely accepted as a form of payment that merchants could restock their shelves using only TPC. So let's not put the cart in front of the horse, as the saying goes. This is what admin is sharing with us. It's another alternative to speed up the process of membership growth. If all of us, we can have this clear mind of approaching merchants according to this approach, I do believe things will start to happen, because we need to push for the membership growth, as I have also emphasized in in the two of my broadcasts earlier today. Merchants will always look after their goods and services. They want to make profit. They want to attract customers to come into their stores and buy. But we have to have a calculated way of dealing with merchants. This article here shows Kringle are private smartphone money ready for merchants to use and accept. I believe merchants can help us get to 1 billion members in about 1 year. This is what admin believes. If we present our opportunity in the right way, please don't go to merchants and try to convince them to accept 100% TPC as payment. They will not be interested in doing that, as I already explained why above. Instead, sponsor them. Sponsor them and show them how to sell TPC as a product. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a question of being smart, working smart. Let us sponsor merchants, especially smaller merchants, not the chain stores. Sponsor them and show them how to sell TPC as a product. A merchant that can successfully sell TPC over and over again is much more likely to later accept TPC as a form of payment. The new business cards makes it easy, especially if you will do all of the heavy lifting at first. We shall deliberate on this heavy lifting first as to what is it. Now, since these days we have got the business cards. Our business cards, as you can see here, they are smart. They are well designed. They will always you can print your particulars here, your full name, your surnames, your email addresses, even your link. Then once you print them, you can always give them out to these merchants. You can carry them, and they show maturity or as well. It shows ethical as well. So I love the TPC business cards. It goes on to say a decent number of you within the TPC community have already achieved a steady stream of cash flow by following the system. Most of you still need a cash flow coach to help you get there too. If you are getting pretty good at the following system and earning an income using it, then it is time to expand that system to include inviting merchants to join us in the distribution phase of TPC. Small business owners are the best to approach at this time. Big chain stores will not be interested in us at this time. You know why? Because of the lower number of membership. TPC is not yet a fully blown cryptocurrency. We still have to embark on the massive growth campaign. So what do I mean by you doing all the heavy lifting? There it goes. Let us read here and understand, fellow friends. Make selling TPC risk-free. Make selling TPC risky-free and hassle-free for the merchants. Think about it. How many customers does a small business owner have per day? Many, of course. Product-based stores can easily attend to 100 or more customers a day. Same goes for merchants. What if all they had to do was hand out business cards to make money in TPC? You could do the rest of the work for them. You could set up a KCPO account for them by creating an email account in their business name. You could pay their $10 admin fee for them. You could print up to 1,000 business cards for them too. Yep, it's costing you a few bucks to get them started, but you have made it risk-free for them to give this a try. You see, this is a wonderful idea, a smart approach. Make it easy for them. Partner with them. Pay the $10 fee for them and give them the business cards because they have got access to customers. They have been dealing with customers for so many years. They are regular customers who come there. Customers know these merchants. They believe in them. They depend upon them. The merchants also knows the customers. So it is going to, if we do it this way, I really see a massive explosion in this massive campaign. One or two merchants will keep you pretty busy following up with their sign-ups. You just rotate from one KCP account to the next each day looking for the new referrals that come in as a result of the merchants passing out the business cards. What a wonderful idea. Teach the merchants to offer words of encouragement. Teach the merchants to offer words of encouragement as they pass out these business cards. Like, for example, be sure to collect this gift today while the offer lasts. Teach them to do this always. Whenever they give out, they must always encourage their customers. Customers will take it from them because they are now used. They've been doing business. They've been coming into these merchants for many years. Then when you connect with these referrals, you can explain how the Cook Reward system works. Now, once they sign in, your duty as a member, as a distributor now. You are now doing your what? You're playing your role. Your role will be to make follow-up, explain how the Cook Reward system works, and that encourages purchases of at least $100 in Kringles. If you explain them now, these guys will now start to understand. You can meet these referrals at the merchant's location and complete $100 cash transaction. 50% of that will go to the merchants as your partner. Of course, the merchant will catch on, and they will also want to purchase at least $100 too from you. You see, now the merchants will be able to pay you $100 and you'll be getting 100%. And when they do, you will keep 100% of that as your personal sale. Just imagine maybe you have got 5 merchants that you are dealing with in your location. This is going to to help push the membership growth. If every merchant was approached this way, why would any of them say no? Passing out business cards from the cash register is so easy to do, and each time they do it, it could bring in $50 of new revenue to them. It's what I call a no-brainer. A no-brainer. When merchants find it easy to sell TPC using the business cards, then they are highly likely to at least accept 50% TPC or Kringless, right? Imagine tens of millions of merchants all over the world accepting 50% TPC and TPC in Kringless in about 6 to 9 months from now. You will be surprised how fast we go from 100 million members to 1 billion members. I bet the distance between those two achievements is only 60 days. So this is what the blog is saying. This is what the blog is saying. No, come again. This is what the blog is saying. A very clear-cut approach, which is proposed by our admin. I really love this clear-cut approach. If all of us can embark on this approach, it will start to solve many issues amongst us. Let me try and fix something here. If we can actually follow the system as laid by admin, I really see the, what can I say, the ability to work towards achieving what we have been asked to do, because the mission of the Billion Coin is to have 1 billion registered members. I found this blog very much interesting, and I'm really encouraging all of us to keep on reading these blogs. As I have said earlier, that admin always has got plans for us. We need not to hustle. We need not to worry ourselves. Our role is to follow the system. That is our role. Our role is to keep on reading the blog on daily basis and learn to understand what we are entailed or expected to do by our admin. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening I don't have much to say. I just wanted to share this with you. If we can keep on reading this new article, because really it makes sense. As I've been saying, that merchants, smaller merchants like restaurants, like smaller shops, coffee shops, if we can approach them in this manner with these business cards, sit them down one-on-one, I so strongly feel this is going to assist us, and it will be making a lot of cash flow as well, because out of these customers, we would be making sales as well. This is really, really encouraging. I am thankful of this admin. Admin is always within us. It can see, it can sense, it can read our minds from a distance. This is really shows natural intelligence, and all what we have to do is to rally behind the TP system. All what we have to do is to read and understand and teach each other so that we are able to move forward. because lamenting and complaining as to when we shall have an exchange is not going to help us. Let us push, let us dwell upon this, let us focus, let us concentrate, let us teach other people as well to come so that we work together as a block. Because if we pull together, we're all going to be happy. We're going to reach the ultimate prize very easily. No one is going to remain behind. This is really encouraging. We need to also help those people who have actually been discouraged. They need to come back because we need them in the billion con so that we can have a way forward together. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to have so many words today. I thought of sharing with you only one subject today of sponsoring merchants. If we can do it the way we are advised to do, I strongly believe that we shall all be happy. Maybe this can take us less than a year if we put all the focus together as TPCians throughout the world, especially if you consider the number of people who are registered members in the billion code. 3.2 million is not a small number, though it's a huge number. We just need that a little bit of concentration, a little bit of common sense, a little bit of business sense amongst ourselves. It's not difficult to do this if we can reorganize ourselves. If we can all look forward willingly to learn new things. Let us be, as long as we can be teachable. I don't see any stumbling block because knowledge is power. We need to actually make TPC valuable. We need to present it in a manner that merchants will start realizing and understanding it. And my own deduction in the whole issue here, when I look at Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, the first cryptocurrency which was established. We all know that. So now at least people have got that idea about cryptocurrencies. And our TPC currency is the best cryptocurrency because it's a private, decentralized cryptocurrency, which is not attached or to market influences. It is only attached to the membership growth. So the more people come into the billion code, it is going to take us to where we want to see ourselves to. So let us hold hands together, dear brothers and sisters, throughout the whole globe. Let us not lament. Everything has been designed for us. We need just to read the block and take these strategies seriously and push forward. Before I conclude my broadcast this evening, I want to also thank everyone who will be able to listen to me throughout the whole globe. Maybe this is going to change some other people's perception. This is also changing me as well. As I broadcast also, I am also being broadcasted by this broadcast is changing me as well. So I really thank all members who can actually hear me as I broadcast, and I am very much thankful to everyone. I'm very much thankful to admin. I'm very much thankful to every people who are trying to make things work out there, because there are so many broadcasters who are coming forward now to give us the word of advice, to show us the strategies of doing things. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, before my time elapses, I'm very much excited these days. I'm very thankful for partaking into the billion call, and I see things happening now. Let us just concentrate together and build a new economy of out of our own money, because TPC is a means of exchange. It is our own currency. It is the money for the people. Let us adopt it. Let us work very hard so that the merchants, even the bigger merchants, will at last start to accept TPC as a currency. And without any further, I would love to say thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for listening to me. And we shall be seeing each other again in the next broadcast. I want to say thank you very much. May God bless you. Thank you. Amen. Let me stop this one here.